What's up guys, it's Ronson here and this is the 4th episode of the Lille Lads, and as you can see we're just starting February after January and December. As I said in the last episode, this is going to be a bi-monthly thing. And board confidence update, as you can see Eden Hazard's been playing well, but you can also see we lost 4-1 against PSG, so not great to start the episode. But Girondin, Anthony Modeste got the best player this month, but Eden Hazard managed to come in third, so that's not bad. And Modeste managed to get himself top goal scorer, which is probably why he is player of the month. But I will quickly just go on to the first fixture. Our first game in December was against AC Ajaccio, and it was a pretty standard victory. Moussa Sow yet again missing quite a lot of shots. We had 12 shots in total, with only 4 of them being on target. So as always, we've got a classic problem of not being able to finish shots. They scored an own goal in the 20th minute. I think it was just a cross and they scored. And then Payet, who's been in form recently, he's been in quite good form and showing his way, managing to score his first goal for the club, which is pretty nice against Ajaccio, and it was a good victory in the league, and I'm happy with that. Our last Champions League group game was against CSK, and it was a pretty standard game. We took the lead with Joe Cole in the 6th minute before they went and equalised in the 13th minute, and then there wasn't really much happening after that. I think they hit the post once, and that was about it. And it was a pretty standard victory because Yellen did get injured and he played shit. So typical, and it's quite good that we did manage to draw, given that it was -7 in light snow, and I think they play on an astro pitch rather than grass pitch. I'm not sure if that affects On Football Manager, but 1-1 draw was enough to put us top of the group, so I was happy with that, and we'd get the draw for the next stages of the Champions League. Our next game was against Dijon, and we could have scored about 10 this game. As you can see, 60% possession, 21 shots, 10 on target. Yet again, Moussa Sow was not on the score sheet. He was starting that game, as you can see. David Rosenau scored from a corner in the 6th minute before Eden Hazard scored in the 16th minute to make it pretty safe victory. They did commit quite a lot of fouls, and as you can see, the ref was a bit of a wanker in this game, and they got a yellow card in the 62nd minute, the 63rd minute, and then the 64th. So I don't know what the ref was playing at, but as long as they're getting the cards, and I'm not too disappointed. Then this is the loss you all saw. Paris Saint-Germain beat us 4-1 at the Parc des Princes. They got 4 goals, as you can see. They got 14 shots, 7 on target, 55% possession, and we were just awful this game. Moussa Sow got injured in the 24th minute, and he hadn't even been on form anyway, so it didn't even matter that he got injured. Yellen came on and did shit all. Mavuba then got injured, and the only thing that didn't go wrong for us was a sending off. They managed to score a nice goal with it was a header from Bahabek in the 7th minute, followed by a penalty for Horeux. Then Bahabek scored a really nice goal in the 38th minute. Then, just before half-time, Marco Bassa grabbed one back, and I was thinking, come on, Liverpool, 2005, can we do it? But then Gamero scored 7 minutes after half-time, and sort of sunk our hopes. Even though they had Menez injured in the 6th minute, they still were a lot better than us, and we should have really done a lot better this game. I mean, especially since they're a good side, and against the other good sides we've not been bad this year. We've been good against the other good sides, and it's kind of nippy that we managed to lose, but well, you've got to take your losses as well as your wins. So yeah. Our next game was against Nice, and this was a 1-0 victory, which was deserved, but it was probably a bit lucky. Rodelin was starting up front, which is why it was a bit lucky. I thought it was Rodelin starting up front for this game, and Marco Bassa did get the goal from a corner, which was probably the only way we were going to get a goal. And the striker problem still continued, and Moussa Sow was injured for this, and so was Yellen, because he's Yellen. No, Moussa Sow wasn't injured, he had a suspension, and Yellen was injured. So I was happy with a 1-0 victory. I was happy with any victory, to be honest, because they didn't offer much. It's just that we didn't really offer much at all either. Did get 6 shots on target, 15 shots overall, 52% possession, but it's still not good enough. And well, it was good enough because we did win in the end. But if we were facing a better team, I should say, if we were facing a better team, we would have had quite a lot more problems. As you can see, there was a bit of a difference between our last game and this game. There were 3 friendlies, like winter friendlies in there, and yeah, I just decided to skip them. We won 2 and drew 1-1 with Flamengo, and that wasn't too bad. But then we played against Dijon, and they scored in the second minute, and I was worried that we were just going to screw it up because we were looking pretty dominant after that. But luckily, we did manage to get a good retaliation goal. Benoit Pedretti just sort of scrambling it, just getting over the line in the 9th minute with a goal line scramble, and that was pretty good. Before Moussa Sow finally broke his duck yet again, scoring in the 21st minute, and that was pretty good. Payet got injured in the 39th minute, but it was only for a couple of days before Moussa Sow finished off the victory in the 57th minute with his second goal. And as I've said, he either scores 3 or 2 or 3 or 4, or he doesn't score at all. That's Moussa Sow for you, eh? We then played Nice recently in the Coupe de la Ligue quarter-final, and we beat them 2-0. Contradicting my last statement, Moussa Sow only scored 1 goal, but Payet continued a good run of form to score another one, and 52%, 12 shots, 8 of them on target, which for us is really quite good, and 8 yellow cards. The referee in this game was an absolute wanker, so I got 5 players were suspended after this game. Kleber, Balmont, Shedju, Gueye, Beria, Sow, Hazard and Pedretti all got yellow cards, and even Shedju served a suspension and then he went off to the bloody Africa Cup of Nations. So not good. We lost Shedju until for a wee while. I think he's still at the Africa Cup of Nations, but hopefully he'll be back, and it was a nice solid victory and it puts us through to the semi-final. Our good run of form was then stopped by a 3-2 loss to Marseille, and at this point I was thinking, oh right, well that's our title chances gone. We were pretty lucky to score 2, to be honest. They were all over us. They had 57% possession, 25 shots, 15 of them on target. We had 7 shots, 2 of them on target, they being 2 goals. We took the lead, however, with Moussa Sow in the 5th minute, getting another one, which is quite good for him, before they equalised with Kevin Monet-Paquet in the 27th minute. Then Papa Souaré got himself sent off for a stupid tackle, and I fined him after that because I was pissed off at him, and if he hadn't done that, we might have won the game. But after half time, Mavuba did manage to head us back in front, and I was thinking, well, I don't think we'll win this game, but we'll put it on counter, hopefully get a draw. Then Valbuena scored in the 64th minute to sort of confirm my fears, and thinking, oh well, we can probably hold out. Before Remy got put through, scored in the 69th minute. I saw it coming, so I wasn't that pissed off, but I was mostly pissed off at bloody Papa Souaré for getting himself sent off like an absolute wanker. Then we played US Cavilly in the 10th round, the 10th round of the French Cup, and this was really, really awful. I mean, we got so lucky in this game. They went 2-0 up, a goal in the 18th and a goal in the 26th, for we did manage to take it back. 2 corner goals from Rosenal and another one from Mavuba. I think it was 3 corner goals. We had 25 shots with 10 on target, 57% possession. We were just bollocks, and I think this was just sort of a hangover after the Marseille game. Luckily, we did manage to pull through, and they did manage to get Gregory Beaugrard sent off in the 89th minute, but we were really lucky to get through this, and it was lucky. It was really lucky, and I'm happy it keeps our treble hopes alive, although I'm probably not going to get the league, I don't think, anymore. But one can dream. We then played AS Saint Etienne and won 3-1, and this was quite a good game. Dimitri Payet opened the scoring in the 18th minute with another nice finish, and he was continuing his form. As I've said, he'd been on good form. Then good play from Hazard, he crossed it in and it just hit off their guy Bondo, and made it 38, made it 2-0 in the 38th minute. And then Hazard, after they'd scored in the 86th minute from a goal line scramble because Bonnard got himself sent off, Hazard confirmed the victory while they were looking for the equaliser. He ran down, and it was good play from our new signing, said in the last episode, Papi Cisse. Oh, from him, he put a nice pass through to Hazard and he scored. We had a lot less possession, only 44%, 10 shots with 6 of them being on target, so for once we weren't the wasteful ones, it was the other team. But it was a nice way to round off January, and at least our new signing played well, better than Moussa Sow has in previous games. This is the league table as it stands. As you can see, we're in second place, just in front of Toulouse, Sochaux Montbé, Stade Rennais. Marseille are powering ahead. They're 11 points ahead of us. They've won 16, drawn 4 and lost 1, whereas we've won 12, drawn 5 and lost 4. So it's not exactly great. They've got such a high goal difference and they're doing so well. I can't really do anything. Toulouse have scrambled up the table from their earlier position, and they're on 39, followed by Sochaux-Montbéliard, who are only behind them on goal difference, and then Stade Rennais are 1 point behind those two. So not great, to be honest. We've moved up a position, which is good, but it's not great that we're doing so badly. But we do have some good results in the player stats. Moussa Sow is still the second top goal scorer behind Montano with 14. Eden Hazard has the highest average rating, or joint highest average rating, with Etienne Didot with 7.61. Benoit Pedretti and Florent Balmont are both up there for pass completion with 88%. Eden Hazard's got 11 assists joint with Mathieu Valbuena up there, and Eden Hazard's got the third most man of the matches with 4, and Moussa Sow has the 6th most man of the matches with 3rd. So that's pretty good. But now we will go ahead and look to our fixtures for the next before I show you the transfers. Fixtures for the next 2 months. Okay, these are our fixtures for the next 2 months. We have the Coupe de la Ligue semi-final against Valenciennes, and that's today's fixture that I'm about to play. That's at home, or I think it might be a neutral venue, I'm not sure, but that should be a good game. Then we have Sochaux-Montbéliard away, which is a really important game. We then have a Bordeaux in the French Cup 11th round, and then we have them again in the league at home. Then we got the easiest tie. It was the easiest tie in the Champions League. We drew Rangers, so I'm happy with that. It gives us a chance of qualifying even further, and hopefully we can beat Rangers. I'd assume we can, because Rangers are not a strong side, although they are quite good on this game. We then go away to Lorient before an important trip to Stade Rennais. Then we go to Auxerre before having Rangers at home. Then Lyon away, which is a game we need to win, along with Valenciennes. Then Evian, and then a must-win game at Toulouse. So that is the games, and now move on to the transfers. As you can see, people have been Abragnac. Liverpool keep making a bid for him, and Eden Hazard, Chelsea kept making a bid for him, and there's a few other players like Beria people have been looking at. But our one big signing, as you can see, Papi Cissé. 18 million he cost me, all over 48 months, and he's a good player. I'm happy I signed him. Then we have Vincent Enyema. I did sell him. He was my backup keeper, but he was never going to get a game, and sold him for 2.3 million, which is a good price to Malaga, and I'm happy with those. So yeah, guys, that's basically the end of this episode. It's not been a great month, but it's not been bad either. So hopefully we can continue on up, and when I see you in 2 months' time, maybe we will be top of the league. I mean, I doubt it, but I'd hope to be. That would be pretty decent to be top of the league. I mean, I'm not expecting it. Also, transfers, other people. Marseille signed Reyes and Valencia. Antonio Valencia, that's who it is. So Marseille have got a few really decent wingers. If you view the squad, view the tactics, Valencia, they've got a good squad, which is probably why we can't beat them. It's just they've got a good squad, although Reyes is injured at the moment, which is pretty good. I don't know how long he's injured for. Let me just check that. 3 to 8 days, so not long. Oh, I've just continued by accident. Ah well. I'll click browse when it stopped lagging. Oh god. Right, okay. Well, League 1 registration window. And with that disaster, I shall end the episode. If you liked it, give us a like, and if you want to see more of this, go ahead and subscribe. So I'll see you in the next episode.